In this video, we'll be solving another rate word problem. May could empty 2 bottles in 3 hours. Working with Wilbur, she found that they could empty 5 bottles in 3 hours. What was Wilbur's rate of emptying bottles? Now, to work this problem, we need to use the idea that rate times time equals amount of work done. Since we have 2 people working together, May and Wilbur, we're going to add their work together to get the total amount of work done. So we need the rate for May, and I'll use R sub M for May's rate, multiplied by May's time, so T sub M, and this will be the amount of work that May gets done. Add to that the amount of work that Wilbur gets done, so Wilbur's rate times Wilbur's time gives us the total work done. Now let's read our problem again and fill in what we can. May could empty 2 bottles in 3 hours. This is May's rate. Rate of working is usually some amount of work done per unit of time. So she can empty 2 bottles in 3 hours. We would write her rate then as 2 over 3. So 2 bottles in 3 hours, or we could say 2/3 of a bottle per hour. So that's May's rate. And then it's also the last sentence, what was Wilbur's rate of emptying bottles? So we're looking for this. Now the second sentence, working with Wilbur, whenever they give you information about the 2 working together, that's going to be the amount of time that they spent and the total amount of work done. So it says, working with Wilbur, she found that they could empty 5 bottles. So the total amount of work that they did together is emptying 5 bottles. So that's going to go over here on the right side. And they did that work in 3 hours. And so they both worked for 3 hours. So be very careful. If you're told some information about them working together, that gives you information about their time working together and their total work done. All right, our equation now just has this one variable, R sub W. So I'm going to go ahead and do the math here. 2/3 times 3 is 2. Plus, and then I'm going to write this with the coefficient in front, 3RW equals 5. Subtract 2 from both sides. These will cancel. And 3RW equals 3. Divide both sides by 3. These will cancel. And looks like RW is equal to 1. Now the question was, what was Wilbur's rate of emptying bottles? So usually rate is given as a fraction or a ratio. So we could say 1, or we could say 1 bottle per hour, per 1 hour. So his rate is 1 bottle per hour.